together to keep her forever resilient and strong. We need slope stabilization, forest rehabilitation. It involved every child, woman and man. Island resilience has got the plan.
The European Union funded OECS GCCA project on climate change adaptation and sustainable land management in the Eastern Caribbean is designed to improve the region's natural resource-based resilience to the impacts of climate change through two components: effective and sustainable land management frameworks and practices regulatory capacity awareness, and secondly, specific physical adaptation pilots in 9 participating OECS member states: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, British Virgin Islands, Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The project's implementation effectively spanned from January 2014 to May 2019, with approximately 90% of the €10.6 million funds committed. The GCCA project supported activities were aimed at demonstrating and piloting climate change adaptation solutions for water security, drought mitigation, food security, flood mitigation, watershed and forest rehabilitation, coastal protection, ecosystem rehabilitation, slope stabilization, and soil conservation. It is anticipated that proven practices will be replicated and upscaled across member states with similar circumstances. Activities within the area of drought mitigation and food security were aimed at enhancing the capacity of participating member states to sustainably access adequate quantities of quality water for sustaining livelihoods, for food production, health and sanitation, and for preserving natural ecosystems.
There was this GCCA OECS mango biodiversity project where almost 6,000 mango plant species were planted on vulnerable slopes and riverbanks. And the mango tree was selected because of its deep taproot system. It has been found that when you have hurricane events where there are strong winds and lots of runoff, that areas that have mangoes planted do very well in reducing erosion and stabilizing the soil.
The projections that we have for our region, and more importantly for St. Lucia, are that we expect to see declining rainfall over the coming decades. If we are able to one, plant trees to protect our soil, 2, help to maintain our water supply, 3, to provide a buffer, which is what mango trees do because of their root system in times of extreme weather. As we know, planting trees helps to reduce carbon emissions in the long term because trees, as they grow, absorb carbon dioxide. They sequester carbon, so to speak. So we're talking food security here because climate change is going to affect agriculture. It's going to affect water supply. Tree cover helps to protect your water supply. It helps to maintain biodiversity. And the fact that we have so many different varieties of mango helps to maintain, helps to maintain our biodiversity in that context.
Our farmers have a responsibility to help minimize the impacts of climate change. And one way of doing so is by planting lots of trees, including mango trees.
You could plant mango as one of the crops, as well as other crops that could have an economic effect in that you could get mangoes for sale, as well as it will have an effect on wildlife. Birds get fruits for food. You also have that shading of the river as well, which is important to reduce water loss through evapotranspiration, as well as to keep the river working in ecologically a proper manner. We planted a good few dozens in a line, and if you could see, this is one of the trees after 5 years almost fully grown, actually started bearing fruit already.
We've had a lot of landslides in areas, and when you look at the areas where the mango trees are, these areas remain really, really stable.
Well, we have no problems with landslips where we have mangoes. We've not had any problems.
Funny enough, the areas with the mangoes were more established. I had no landslides there.
The renewed focus on planting mango trees is not only good for the environment, but also for the economy and for the island's food security.
In fact, it's called the king of the fruits because it's used not just for eating, And it's not just an economic plant, it's good medicinally.
For example, vitamin A is very important for our vision. You also have vitamin B6 in mangoes, and the role that vitamin B6 plays in the body is that it helps to control what you call homocysteine levels. Mangoes are also high in potassium. Potassium helps to control our blood pressure, also helps with our controlling our heart rate.
Mangoes also have the potential to create sustainable livelihoods. The mango product can be consumed raw, but it can also be processed to create jellies and jams and spa treatments, candles, and a host of other things.
I do the mango jam, I do the mango jelly, I do the mango chip, I do the red mango, I do the mango juice, I do the soup with the mango, the green mango. You can do chicken soup with it. You can do it with fish too. You can do a broth with your mango.
There's a lot to celebrate in the versatility and utility of mangoes, but a key function is its role in our response to climate change, to food security, sustainable land management, and the sustainability of livelihoods. That is a call to action not only for environmental agencies and policymakers, but also for land developers, homeowners, and entrepreneurs, for landscapers and families.
With the project, there was a public awareness component, and we did various activities, stakeholder meetings, community meetings, several other activities. But one of the highlights was the hosting of a mango festival. The mango festival overall, it went very, very well. There was a lot of traction, a lot of traffic. Persons came out and had lots of fun. They saw the economic viability of the fruit. So now that we have all those mangoes planted, what do you do with the fruit? So they saw various ways of using the mango, the fruit. You could sell it as is and gain employment. You could make confectionaries, you could make pastries. So they came and they saw a variety of use of the mangoes.
Biodiversity is the variety of life, and that we must protect our environment and not litter.
Island Resilience, promoting a climate of change. The Climate Change Adaptation and Sustainable Land Management Initiative of the OECS Commission, funded by the European Union.